Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started on hardware that works well with CrossBraining. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them at any time, and I will do my best to answer them. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one I'm going to show you, and I've shown this in a previous webinar, but I think it's such a fantastic feature that GoPro has, where they really talk about mindful recording, and the setting in this recording, or the setting allows students to just press the record button at the top of the GoPro, and it only records for 15 seconds. You can set it for 30 as well, but it will just stop at 15. So this is a video explaining that.
This is a feature that we added last year called short clips. So this is a great way to encourage your students to not record a 1 hour long video clip, which is really difficult to edit. One way is to encourage students to keep it within this short clip period, which is about 30 seconds to 15 seconds. You can actually change it, but it's usually 15 seconds. And this way, this will allow you and your students to really focus on what they're capturing and then use it mindfully when they're editing. So they're not working with a 1 hour, 2 hour clip, and rather they're working with these 15-second or 30-second usable clips that are very mindfully shot. And I think this is something that GoPro is trying to push our users to do and to use, because so many people will go out, push record, go on a 2 hour hike, and then they don't want to go through 2 hours worth of footage, so they just kind of leave their footage and their SD cards and never go back to it. So this is a great way to keep your students really engaged and mindful about what it is they're capturing and what they plan on sharing.
So that's a fantastic way to just get those 15-second clips or those 30-second clips that you can upload into the CrossBraining app. So once you have your GoPro footage or any footage that's outside, that you're just trying to hook up to your MacBook, the next thing is to just understand how the image capture works. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. And right there, I'm going to pause that. I'm going to go back just a little bit right here. And let me start over. In the search bar, you're going to go ahead and on the Mac, and in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to click the search icon. And then you're going to type in image capture. And once you click image capture, you will see that your GoPro camera will show up in the upper left. And then you can go ahead and just click the video that you want, and then click save. And so now it's importing it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to my Finder and go to downloads and then find that video, and there it is. And so now you can access that. When you go into the CrossBraining app and you click file upload, you can now get that right out of your downloads. So from the GoPro or your phone or whatever file or whatever video you're using externally from your computer, you hook up your USB, go to the search, click, type in image capture, find your video, save it to the downloads, and then in the CrossBraining app, you can then go to capture, upload the video, and then go into your Finder and get the video out of your downloads. The next one, iPads and AR. There are a number of augmented reality and virtual reality apps available for educators. CrossBraining is a fantastic tool to capture that augmented reality and then have students explain what's going on. So these are just two. There's a number of them in the app stores. And the one that we're going to talk about, we'll talk about Jig first and then Merge merge cube second. Here's a video of a jig, and what I'm doing is I picked a battery, the battery science, and right now you'll see that I'm trying to find a surface, and once you find the surface, this is a really big battery, so I'm going to try to shrink it down. And then in the next video, you'll see I've got the battery to a smaller size now. There it is. And it will give me the opportunity or the ability to record right over here on the down in the lower left corner. I can record my screen, and then I can walk through. When I press this arrow, I'm walking through different steps, and it's telling me what's going on in that battery. And so now I can upload different clips into the CrossBraining app and explain the augmented reality and contextualize and become and have the narration of what's going on. And you'll see at the bottom, it actually tells you what is going on in the battery. So lots of neat science in the augmented reality, even social studies, history, all subjects when you go into those apps. Where's the battery one? Where do we have battery? Here it is. Here's the battery. And so you can see I can even upload these different clips into, and if I even make this larger, I can play this. You can see the electrons, and they can actually narrate what's going on in that phase. I can go over into this one. This one's talking about the zinc anode in the electrolyte paste, and kids can explain that after they go and look through the virtual reality. And then I'm just going to go to the first one. You'll see this is on my table at home, but you can see the virtual reality battery. And so you can record that, and that's what this red on your device, you'll see that it has a camera on there, and you can screen record that, then upload those into the app. I have an iPhone, so I just airdropped it to my Mac and then uploaded it into the app, and then now I can assign this to students. I can have them play around with the augmented reality, and then learn from the augmented reality, and then and then narrate what's going on and what they learned. So that's another example. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like. This is a merge cube, and this was a student. I uploaded all of the augmented reality into the app, and then assigned it to students after they were able with their own devices to go explore, but then to have them explain what they learned. So this is a video of that.
The Merge Cube is a holographic toy that allows users to physically hold and interact with 3D objects using augmented reality AR technology. Our class is studying the Earth, Moon, and Sun. The Earth is 1/1,000,000th the size of the Sun. The Merge Cube allows us to learn about all of the planets. Let's learn about Mars. Earth is the 5th largest planet in our solar system. I look forward to exploring more planets.
So that's an example of stitching different virtual reality recordings into the app and then having students explain what's going on. The next one, I think this is one of our last ones, is Google Classroom and how to use Google Classroom in CrossBraining. So the students are making all these videos. This is going to show you how to create a quick assignment, and then the students can download videos and then upload them into the assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and show that. They would go to create an assignment and turn in your roller coaster video, and then click assign. And then the next One is students going into the app and getting their video. And then if you click the three dots, you can download it. Now it's been downloaded into their Chromebook or their device, and now they can upload that into their Google assignment. So those are different pieces of hardware and different software that you can use and that work really well with CrossBraining. We appreciate you joining our webinar today. Please reach out to us if you have any questions.